let's talk about how you can discover for yourself with your own ears in your own home the different sound signature between Class D amplifiers and what a Class A tube amplifier sounds like, and how you can do this for $550 to $600 with three items, all of which, if you want to, after you've had a good listen, you can return, but I don't think you'll want to. So let's talk about this. I think there are a lot of people who, in the earlier stages of their hi-fi journey, I know I was in this group, who have only heard Class D amplification in their home. When we have heard Class A, Class AB tube amplifiers, it's at a show, at a hi-fi high-end store, or at a friend's house. And in my experience, the only way you can really get a feel for how something sounds to your ears is listening to your music that you love and you know, and in your home where you are comfortable and relaxed, not under a time pressure. So even, for instance, at shows, there's often so much noise going on, distraction. You've listened to so many different things, it just it gets confusing. At a high-end audio store, I don't know, I always feel rushed and I'm not really getting a good sense of what the sound is. So here's my suggestion. Start with a pair of Sennheiser HD600, 650, HD6xx. That's what these are, $200 on mass drop. They're just classic open back. The beauty of the Sennheiser HD6xx headphone is they're not the best headphones in the world, but for $200, they're really good. And they are very transparent to the source. What that means is when you listen to Sennheiser 6xx, whichever, 600, 650, you are going to hear a difference when you listen on different types of amps. Class D amplification and Class A amplification is going to sound clearly different to you. Same with AB, same with tube. So this is a great headphone to hear the difference, the impact that different classifications of amplifiers make in your signal chain. Another audiophile term, these also scale beautifully. Sort of related to being transparent to the source, not only do they reveal to you, oh, that's clearly a Class A amp that I'm listening to. Oh, that's got that clinical, dry, neutral Class D sound perhaps, but they also scale in $200 headphone. When you listen to your music at better and better and more expensive amps, the better these sound. That's what audiophiles mean when they say it scales well. As you go up the price scale and the quality scale, these are going to go right along with you and reveal that quality difference. And so this is a great place to start for a pair of headphones that can show you with your own ears inexpensively the different sound of a Class A tube amplifier and a Class D solid state amplifier. Plus, when you do it with headphones, it takes room acoustics completely out of the equation. You're listening on headphones. I have no idea if your listening room has room acoustic treatments or if it's got terrible room acoustics. Takes it out of the equation. You're learning from this. So $200 for I'm a big fan of mass drop, the Sennheiser HD6xx. Then I would jump over to JDS Labs for $130. The Atom 2 Class D headphone amplifier punches well above its weight class. It's a really good, clean sounding Class D headphone amplifier. It's for $130. It's fantastic. Now, I'm kind of assuming you've got your own DAC. If you don't have a DAC, JDS Labs Atom 2 DAC, and you can just get the stack of the JDS Labs Atom 2 amp and Atom 2 DAC. They're both $130. So if you need the DAC, then it's attractive in a stack. And it's the Atom 2 DAC is a good DAC. It's what I would refer to as a check the box DAC. It sounds good. It's not going to sound the same as $1,000, DAC or a R2R ladder DAC like the Denafrips Aries 2 or some other. But the point is, it's not going to play a negative role or really play a significant role at all in your signal chain, because what we want to be listening to is Class D amplification versus Class A tube amplification. All right, so we're $200 for the Sennheiser HD6xx and $130 for the JDS Labs Atom 2 Class D amp. Then you can jump to Apos.audio or to Amazon and list for $260, but I paid $219 for mine. It's on sale a lot. The xDuoo TA66, pure full Class A tube. It's not a hybrid headphone amp. This is a great, inexpensive way to really hear the sound. What does it? People talk about tube amplifiers, and some people love it. Some people don't. More people love it than don't. But what does that really sound like? And I think a lot of people in their hi-fi journey and their audiophile journey that are in the first third or the first half of their journey, a couple of years in, may not really have had a lot of firsthand comfortable experience listening to their music at home. When you just go, I'm going to listen to music. I've got 30 minutes, an hour and a half. I'm going to put on headphones and listen to music. Listen to a tube amp. And then you can go back and forth in A/B between the JDS Labs Class D and switch it right over to the TA66 full Class A tube amp. The Sennheiser 6xx will reveal to you clearly that A/B difference. And you will learn with your own ears, on your own music, in your own comfortable listening environment. Do I like Class A tubes best, or do I like Class D, that it clean, neutral, not bringing anything to the sound, not really having its own sound signature? That's kind of the Class D, gig. But maybe you will find you enjoy the sound, because what a tube amp is doing is it's bringing that analog signal over with the TA66 4 tubes. And tube amps add harmonic distortion in the second primarily, and a little bit in the third, and maybe a little bit in the fourth, but it's really in the harmonics that adds that beautiful tonality, a little bit of warmth in the mid ranges. Takes some of the some people find, they call it a digital glare on Class D. That if your speakers or your headphones have a little too much treble energy, or they're a little fatiguing, the tubes and that harmonic distortion will warm that up and smooth that out for you. So you're looking, depending on whether you can buy them on sale, $550 to $600, and at home you can really learn and listen. What is Class D? Do I like that? What is a tube amp sound like? Do I like that? Remember, when it comes to our taste, as an audio gear, as an audiophile, I find it's 20% or less, maximum 25% of stuff I don't like. It's really much more, yes, I like this, but this is a 6. And the tube amp for me is a 9.5, you know? And so, hey, if you like, this is an 8 and this is a 9.5, you like both of them. There's nothing wrong in, I personally like to be able to mess around with the sound when I'm in different moods. I not only want to choose different music and maybe different genres, but I want to choose different components in my signal chain and impact the sound signature just because I really enjoy that. And, a couple of quick, specs. The 6xx are 300 ohm. The, the TA66 is going to put out 200 milliwatts into 300 ohms, which will sound great. And the JDS Labs Atom 2 puts out 286 milliwatts into 300 ohms. So, the 6xx aren't particularly hard to drive, but 300 ohms is high impedance. But actually, you will discover when it comes to listening to headphones through a tube amp, there is something about the higher impedance combination with a tube amp that is really nice. It's a good combination. So, my name's Hunter Gray. This is LUV-Music, and I strongly recommend every audiophile, as soon as you can, start listening yourself, even ABC testing in your own home. Buy what you aren't sure about, listen, keep what you love, return what you don't. Don't feel any guilt about utilizing Amazon's 30-day return policy or Crutchfield's 60-day return policy. They're businesses. That's a business decision. That's profitable for them to have those return policies. And if it becomes not profitable, they have every right to change their T's and C's and their terms and conditions and adjust their return policy. But utilize that return policy to listen at home with the music that you love with your own ears and your own comfort, and hear for yourself the differences between gear before you buy and keep. So again, this is Hunter Gray, and this is LUV-Music. We will see you again soon. Signing off.